What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. It's Thursday, April. Is it Thursday? Yeah. No, it's not. There's no way it's Thursday. Oh, yeah, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, April 16th. I thought it was Wednesday for a second. I was like, no, I got Kylie's engagement party tonight. You remember Kylie, my niece who worked in the front office? Mazel tov to Kylie and John. It's Thursday morning, 6:34 and change in the morning here. See, full disclosure. You guys think that, oh, Mikey Pipes, you lying to us. You can't do systems in less than a day before lunch? No. James got 3 on that award board for this week. That's 1 a day. Love it. I got 6. I'm going to try to get 7, but I may give it to Daniel. I may just give it to Daniel, but because he needs one. Daniel, I got to give some love to. I think he's feeling a little neglected, but he is a trooper. And he is just a very, very, very smart individual and motivated as well. But I really would love to find like a Gene Slade class to send him to learn what I learned, 20 years ago. Then some, and you don't stop learning. You learn every day, but he needs some motivation, like sales training motivation. And not like, I know people like to say, oh, Mikey Pipes, you're screwing people over. Da, 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 da. No, man, everything is ethically and morally professional, right? If I see a little bit of corrosion on a valve in someone's basement, I'll brush it off. And we'll take a picture of it and monitor it. Put the pictures in House Code Pro, make them aware of it, right? I don't need to, come on. He was like, oh, Mikey Pipes, you're driving a $300,000 Porsche and a $250,000 G-Wagon. Bro, right now you are watching a YouTube channel video that is monetized. And this is just one channel of 12 that I have, and 8 are monetized. What do you think that does for my fucking pocket? People are haters, man. People are haters, man. They really are. And I started saying this, I'm not even like removing comments that are nasty, in the comment section on my videos. I'm approving them. And then when I see them pop up in the feed again, I just respond like, didn't your mother ever tell you, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing nice at all? But it goes right out of their head. Folks, we got this 4-ton Mikey Pipes private label powered by ACiQ heat pump Extreme Plus system being installed today. Homeowners got a 3.5-ton standard cool system only. Got a nice, not walk-up attic, but we have this nice attic stairs going up to the attic. We have somewhat of a floor up there. Daniel and Gio are going to be up in the attic doing that swap out. We're putting in the air night for ACiQ air filtration. I got a great deal from CE Northeast a couple weeks ago. I picked up like 5 of them, got 1 free, or bought 4, got 1 free. So I was able to pass those savings along to the clients when we put them in. It's great to have air quality products in your lineup, in your price book when you're doing systems. I was also going to mention something else. I forgot. 326 active maintenance agreements. Someone commented, I think yesterday, and it wasn't like trying to be like a F you, Mikey Pipes. It's someone thinking that I'm using my fucking head. Well, I said this once, and I'm going to say this again. Okay? One of the biggest worries that I have owning a business that has multiple mouths to feed that depend on me every single Thursday. My biggest concern is having enough money in the bank after all the other expenses. Light for one, they keep right in the keister, right? I got another bill from them. I kid you not. Another fucking bill from them. They're fucking nuts. Anyway, I sorry for the F-bombs. But one of my biggest concerns is Is there enough money in the bank every Thursday to make sure that my entire team gets paid? Because I hear the stories from other guys. People email me, they call me up, and either they're the employer, the boss, or they're the employee, the Indian working for the chief. My boss hasn't paid me in a week and a half, I was like, but he's always good for it. And every so often, when the time gets slow, I was like, listen, it sucks. I've never, knock on wood. I don't like knocking on wood because Daniel told me the reason why you don't knock on wood. Well, anyway. I've never been in that position, and hopefully I never will, God willing. But you need, as a business owner, to prepare for those slower times when the phone barely rings, and we are just leaving, or actually we're in the middle of, almost toward the tail end of that season right now, where we finished the heating season. And now we're going right into cooling season without much of a thing in the middle. But let me tell you something. You go back, 2 weeks ago, it was quiet here, right? It really was. We also had Passover, the holiday of Passover, but we had, did I have the board up where it shows how much money it brings in every month with that? Yeah, I think I did. But last week, look at this. Last Wednesday, April 8th, we had 3 jobs on the schedule. 3 jobs for the whole day. Wednesday, April 8th. Right? Let's see. Friday, we had 5 jobs total. 6 jobs, sorry. Thursday, April 2nd. I kid you not. 1 job on the calendar. For Thursday, April 2nd. Now, I have Daniel. I have James. I have Janine. I have myself. I work for free, right? Payroll, right? And then we had the apprentice, who then was, I think it was Gio, right? 5 mandatory expenses that must get paid every single week. But on Thursday, April 2nd, we had 1 job. Wednesday, 6 jobs. Tuesday, now we have with 10. Monday, 12. But we just put that tail end of that. So people may think the grass is always greener on the other side, but there's a lot of responsibilities when you are a business owner, and especially if you have multiple people on payroll, or even one other person on payroll. It's something they need to consider. I come to this office every day. I know exactly what it costs for me to open up that door. Exactly. All those fixed expenses, right? So your salaries is a fixed expense. Your rent or mortgage is a fixed expense. Your utilities, somewhat fixed. It could be a little bit flexible here and there, especially with the cost of energy, things like that. Insurance. Okay, what am I missing, folks? Operating expenses, right? Like your software, your technology, which means your phone communication system, your cell phones, all that other good stuff. So utilities, right? And what about saving for those days when you need to make a repair, right? What do you think all that adds up to? Now, if you're in West Bumblefuck, Middle America, maybe your overhead is not as, well, it's not, I'll tell you that. Your overhead is nowhere near it is what it is to be in a metropolitan area, right? This building is north of $1 million of value, right? There's a fixed expense in having the building and then maintaining the building. Okay, PSE&G Long Island. The people that let these LED lights stay on? Right? Well, right now there's an injunction. They can't do anything. But with that being said, today is tomorrow is going to be the 7th day that they've been served. They were served with my summons and my verified complaint in my lawsuit, which is me and Pipe Doctor Home Services versus PSE&G Long Island LLC. PSE&G in Long Island has neglected, with gross negligence, failed to address concerns with the billing for this property. Right? They've collected over $25,000 from me, yet did not provide services for that $25,000. They shut down my electric service because of failure for payment, even though I have them on audio recording and email saying that do not pay the bill, we're working on this. Yet they turned off the power. They made up fictitious claims that my meter pan was hazardous. They made me pay for a meter pan replacement. They made me pay for emergency permits and expedition of inspections. So all actuality and business loss when we were shut down for 8 days, right? So I am suing them for an amount no less than $250,000 in the New York State Supreme Court, Nassau County. Today, they will be served and by U.S. certified mail, our settlement demand letter, which is also going to be uploaded to the courts. That's where we're at, folks. So they have 20 days from date of process to respond to my lawsuit. Alternatively, if they do not respond, I can file for default judgment. Now, it doesn't mean that, I'm going to get $250,000 the next day, but unfortunately, the court systems, to my knowledge, is kind of like retarded. So even if they don't respond and I get a default judgment, I still can't just bring it to their, the sheriff and let the sheriff levy their bank accounts, right? They have an opportunity to fight for it. I'm like, what's the matter? 20 days was what? That's you need more than 20 days, but the law states 20 days. Get out of here. So we're gonna see, but in the interim, I still got my workout 3 times a week. Today, this afternoon, I'll be back at LJ recording some more content. I'm feeling a little bit better. I've lost a total of 7 pounds since I started this workout, which also consists of me not eating all day long. But yesterday at dinner, I think I gained 2 pounds, but this morning I shit it out. Just keeping it real. Good morning, James. That's James. He's got 3 for the week. He's going to get 4 today, or maybe even 5. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.